Do you feel stuck in life? Today I am in the crazy city that is Bangkok, and in this video I want to share how you can get unstuck and travel the world. And later in this video I want to share 3 ways that you can start getting unstuck starting today. So if you're someone who fantasizes about traveling the world and doing work you enjoy, and you just want to make the most of this precious gift that we call life, then I made this video for you. Now look, this isn't going to be some shitty shallow video about how selling 1 million Chinese hairbrushes and drop shipping them from China is going to somehow miraculously create freedom in your life. Now if you are new to the channel, my name is George and I am a digital nomad living here in Thailand. Lucky enough to live here and travel around Southeast Asia, working online as a digital nomad, working on things I enjoy and find meaningful. But it wasn't always this way. You see, just a few short years ago, I was in tons of debt, working a job I hated, sleeping on couches, and I just felt so stuck in life. But in hindsight, it didn't need to be this way. If I'd just done these 3 things sooner, my life would have changed much, much faster. So the first thing that I wish I did was I picked something that I'd have been happy to do for a long, long time. There's a very, very viable strategy which basically says if you do something for a long enough time, it's almost impossible that you don't succeed. And for example, this YouTube, I am eternally grateful to everybody that watches and subscribes. Thank you, you beautiful human being. It definitely hasn't grown that fast, but I'm thinking in terms of 5 years, 10 years. If I'm thinking, if I don't stop, this YouTube will be successful. And the only way it won't be successful is if I stop. Now, maybe there's something that you did as a kid. Maybe you did like karate or some sport or martial arts or whatever it was. And you think, if I'd have just kept going at that, imagine where I'd be now. Like for me, when I was like 8, 9 years old, I did karate. And I started to think to myself like, oh, if I did that for the last 25 years, I would be a weapon. Often like we can be working on something or think something looks exciting, and then we go and we do something else. And because we think it's better or more lucrative or more fun or whatever. And what we don't realize is that every time we go from one thing to the other, we've lost all of the progress that we made on that first thing, and we're starting again at completely zero on the new thing. Sometimes I like to think like 1 year's time is going to come, and would you rather sleep in the bed you spent the last 12 months making, or would you rather have to make the bed from scratch? So pick something that you love and pick something that you can do for a long, long time. So the second thing that I really wish I did to get unstuck and start traveling the world was decide to learn from 3 to 5 people. It's funny, like everyone in the world is like trying to seem like a guru or say if you just learn from me, you'll learn everything that you need in order to be successful. And I think it's far better to actually pick 3 to 5 people that have accomplished the very things that you want, that each specialize in their different areas, and learn from them. Now, if you ever hear me say I am the only person that you need to learn from, you have permission to come and punch me in the dick. So to put it into perspective, I learned from Ali Abdul. Ali Abdul has a thriving online courses business and he's got a huge YouTube channel. And I don't know Ali, but I can watch his content and I learn from him because he has excelled in one area that I really want to succeed in, which is YouTube. Then the next one that I learned from is a channel called Ecom Soup. Now, I'm not in really ecom anymore. That being said, Ecom Soup, they don't make videos, they make art. And when I think about how to make my videos, I fail miserably, but I try to learn from them where I can. Another person that I try to learn from is another guy called Jai Howitt. So if I'm mispronouncing the name. So at the moment, I am in the process of building a small, close-knit community of aspiring digital nomads, all working together to create a life of location independence, doing work that they love. And Jai also has his own community that he's growing, and he publicly shares the growing of his community in his YouTube videos. And I was watching one of those recently, and I was like, wow, that's a great thing to do, and that's something that I want to incorporate. Because here's the thing, whatever it is that you're gonna do that's gonna get you unstuck, it's going to be made up of different components, and there's going to be different people that excel in those different components. So for example, let's say you're going to have an online business. There's going to be involved copywriting, there might be involved things like YouTube or content creation, there might even be paid advertising. Now it's very unlikely one person is going to be a master in all of these. So if that was the case, it would make a lot more sense to find one person that excelled in copywriting, another that excelled in YouTube, and another that excelled in YouTube ads. And by learning from each of those, you can get a more robust, deeper skill set. So don't learn from just one person, learn from several who have excelled in the very thing that you want to. And remember, you don't need to actually know these people to learn from them. You can just watch YouTube videos and you can learn from them that way. And look, when you watch these people that are masters in their craft, you will always fail to live up to them, or at least I do. But remember, if you aim for the stars, you'll land on the moon. I'm just going to interrupt this video and go and get some lunch at one of the many, many amazing restaurants that are here in Bangkok. Now, the third thing is to have a bias to action. I know tons of people that have been thinking about getting into e-commerce, or thinking about starting an agency, or thinking about this or that, and yet they haven't actually done it, and they've been talking about it for 5 years. And imagine if 5 years ago, when they started talking about it, they started doing it. Imagine how differently their life would be right now if they just started. There's a Chinese proverb that says the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, the second time is today. So whatever that thing is that you've been thinking about doing for a long, long time, you've got to think the future's going to come around. So plant that tree as soon as you possibly can. And there's many things that I look back and I think, I wish I started a YouTube channel 4 years ago, 5 years ago, but I didn't, and I started it 2 years ago. But what I sometimes use is I use the resentment of my past self to make my present self do things that my future self will thank me for. So try to think, what can you do now in the present moment that your future self will thank your present self for? Fast forward 7 years, I now live in Thailand, and I live the life that the YouTubers on the telly that I used to watch live. And I get that feeling stuck can suck, but it can also be a good thing. It means you're aware of what you don't want, and that something needs to change. There's tension inside yourself, and that you need to do something about it. So decide what you want for your life. Pick something that you can do for a long, long time. Pick 3 to 5 people that have excelled in the different things that you want to do or need to do, and then take action. Now, if you've made it this far in the video, well done. You are part of what is called the 10% Club. And the 10% Club is the minority of people who have the attention span in the TikTokanization of our society actually watch a video through till the end. So well done. Now, if you yourself dream of not being financially rich, right? But rich in time and the ability to travel the world and go where you really, really want to go in this lifetime, all whilst doing work you love, I just want to let you know I've put together a super short video training which basically breaks down the 4 steps that you can follow to begin creating online income right away. So what I recommend you do is scan the QR code that will be hovering around here or here on the screen somewhere, or click the link in the description below this video and unlock the video. Literally anybody can do this. It's super easy, and I just wish I knew these 4 things about 70 years ago when I started out on my journey.